Hi, everyone. I don't know if there's anyone in yet, actually. What in my, whatever. Okay, so if you are new here or if you haven't seen a live before and you're watching the replay, this is Magical Makeup with Christy. We do it Thursday night, except 2 days I did not because it was like Christmas and my birthday, so I didn't do anything. What magical makeup is I take, let me turn this light on so I have it. I take themed makeup, like, I don't know, Grinch or like Ursula, and I make it kind of glamish so that you can actually wear it out in public. Sometimes it's a little more extreme and it's kind of like, yeah, you probably shouldn't wear that out in public, but it's not costume makeup, it's more glam makeup. And tonight I'm doing Harley Quinn. So if you don't know what Harley Quinn is or who Harley Quinn is, Google it so you can see, you can get an idea of what I'm doing and see if I match it up well enough. I need to turn this light on because that's the light I'm going to use. Okay. And so to make it as quick as possible, because the first time I did my stream, it was like, I don't know, almost 2 hours. I leave my base on. I did remove my eyeshadow because we're going to be doing eyeshadow. And I go over every product that I use and tell you why I'm doing it, what I'm doing. But other than that, we'll just go ahead and get started. Harley Quinn is who I'm doing. Just again, got all my sitting here, and I can get my mirror up. I'm not going to use the screen here to do my makeup. I thought I was more prepared than this because I usually am. Don't know what's going on. I guess I'm just kind of out of the groove because I haven't done it in over 2 weeks. So, all right. That tastes weird after drinking coffee. So, if you don't know who Harley Quinn is and you didn't go look it up, she has like one pinkish reddish eye and then like one like blue eye. So let me look at her colors again just to make sure I'm not doing too much of red. So, I mean, it's like red right around the eye and then pink. No laws when you're drinking claws. You know, it just tastes like bubbly water with a hint of whatever flavor. And this one happens to be tangerine. I didn't pick the flavor. I just pulled it out of the refrigerator and I was like, okay. It's not the only thing I have to drink over here. I have 2 bottles of water and 1 bottle of flavors. I think it's orange vanilla. Hi, Randy. Okay. So the palettes I'm going to be using today are all brand new. Well, not all of them, but most of them. So I've got my Jack and Sally palettes right here. And I've got my usual Morphe palette. And I've got this Jaclyn Hill palette number 2, which is also different. Hey, Christina. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to use my concealer. Where did I put it? Here it is. I always use concealer around my eyes rather than just using eye primer. I find that it works better to hold pigment for makeup. And if you see any of my Instagram pictures, I have makeup on, different kinds of makeup on and all of them. So I forgot to moisten this. You know what? I've got water right here. I don't need to dig it up. But I knew there was water for something. 2 bottles of water is good for something. Man, totally off my game right now. Ooh. Okay. So I've got the concealer that I use. I prefer Tarte, the brand name Tarte. I've tried others, but Tarte's my favorite. It's called Shape Tape, and I prefer that over anything. I don't usually use the Tarte foundation. It's usually just the concealer. And then I pat it on there with a moistened sponge. I think this sponge actually just came from Walmart. I normally have other ones, but the dog keeps eating them, so I keep having to buy more. So I just buy the cheap Walmart ones. Because why spend lots of money on sponges that the dog's gonna eat? I'm gonna do something real quick. Give me a second. Actually, yeah, here we go. I'm going to invite somebody in to talk with us while we're doing this. I've been meaning to do that, but I haven't been. I'm not sure why, but we're going to do it today. I don't know if they'll come. We'll see. All right. So back over here. What you doing for New Year's? Nothing. I don't like. I'll be in bed by 10:30. Well, maybe 11. Because I just had a whole thing of coffee, and then now I'm drinking this White Claw. So I'll probably be in bed by 11. I'll sit there and I'll play games on my phone as long as my phone doesn't die, because it's about to die now. And that's all I'll do. I'll go to bed. My husband will be in bed probably by 9. Usually it's 8 or 8:30, but he's been staying up later lately. I don't know who all's going to be on tonight, just because of the fact that it is the night before New Year's, or it's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There. Right, it's the end. Christina, if you want to come in that because you were taking a break, and I'm figuring you're still hanging out with Matt, let me know and I'll send you the link. You're not doing anything either. Woohoo. Is it after my 20s? Honestly, after my 20s, once I met Robbie, I quit doing stuff for New Year's. You use Garmin, you can get a badge for New Year's Eve and New Year's. I use Nike Run fitness app. I don't have a Garmin. I have an Apple Watch. Okay, I taped my eyes, by the way. I figured you'd have to go. Yeah, he just came back and asked us to go watch a movie. What movie are you going to watch? Are you still in there? Okay, so I take my eyes so that I have a harsher line. So the thing with this one is that I'm not really sure I should do the tape, because I'm going to need to do makeup underneath. So maybe I won't do the tape. I'm just so used to doing the tape. We'll do the tape so that I can make my eyeliner right, and then we'll take it off and do it. Wonder Woman, Robbie was watching that earlier without me, and I was like, what the crap? So I want to watch it too. 1984. Wonder Woman 1984. I like Wonder Woman. Okay, let's get started with Harley Quinn. And I'm totally like got that music stuck in my head right now, like Harley Quinn's in the movie. So the brushes I use, I prefer Luxie brushes. They're the softest, the most like easy, smoothest to transition on. And one eye is going to be like a blue shade, and the other one is going to be a pink shade. I want to start with a light and work my way to darker. So I think we'll start with the Javelin Hill palette. Okay, bye. Okay, so we'll start with the Javelin Hill palette. There's not a whole lot of variances with the color options in it. So to keep the fading not I'm going to go ahead and do like a little, this is called Certified, just a little light, little swish over the eyelid. And that, and it doesn't give it any color. It literally just kind of draws out any of the concealer that I already had on there. So what we want to do is we want to have it almost red here and pink out here, but you want to fade it out the best you can. So what I'll do is I'll start with the pink and then go to the red, and then I'll go back to the pink. So it's like forwards and backwards. I'm not a makeup artist. I've just tried techniques, and this is what I find works for me. So I'm going to go with Lolly Mama. That's this one right here. It's a little bit darker than this, but a little less vibrant than this. So I figured we'll go with that. Just because that's what I do. Oh, hey, Lena's here.
My volume was really loud.
Oh, I am so sorry. So this is my makeup night stream.
Awesome.
And I find that sometimes when I'm putting on makeup, I'm so sorry that I just totally busted your eardrums. That happened to me this morning, well, for lunch. I went to go get lunch, and I couldn't get the radio to turn on. I kept turning the volume around and everything. And then I turned my car off, went in to get the food, came back out and turned the car on. It blared. It was all the way up. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's okay. I'll just bill you for the hearing aid I now require.
I know. I think I may need one too. I might have busted the speaker in the car. Hopefully not, because it's a lease.
Oh,
I'm going to put
no.
it back close to our faces since I'm doing makeup.
That's fine. I'm just pulling pop-out chat so I can see it. We literally just walked in the door when you texted me.
You didn't have them done. I just figured that you might want to.
Yeah. No, we put in an order. If there's a reward program for it, I have a card or something. So I had gotten an email from Buffalo Wild Wings that if you put in any order $10 or more, you got a free nacho. And then it was you could get 20 boneless wings and 20 bone-in wings for $40. It included a large fry. So we drove an hour to go pick it up and an hour to come back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We live in the middle of literally everywhere. The closest Walmart's 45 minutes away.
That's insane. So you're very rural?
Oh, yeah. Very rural.
Okay. So to me, I feel like I'm rural, and this is actually a rural development community that I'm in. But that's because I've always been a kind of more of a city girl. But we
welcome to my world.
We are about 10 minutes from the nearest Walmart, but it wasn't always there. It was built probably like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, crap. I'm so used to doing like the same color on both eyelids. I'm doing Harley Quinn, by the way.
Okay. Say I'm getting clout. Hello, Playdates and Travels. Hello to Andrew Ford. Hello. I'm going to butcher this growl guy.
Oh, his name's Randy. Hi, Andrew. I did not see you. I'm so sorry. Can't stay because you have to watch Resort TV 1. I know they're streaming tonight.
So you guys will probably watch me start to cry because I like spicy foods, and I got their brand new blazing sauce, which is called Carolina Reaper. So if I need cardiac arrest in the middle of this, somebody please message Sam.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I started moving on to the next color. So the first color I used, and this is from the Javelin Hill palette volume 2, was the Lolly Mama, and now I'm using Tipsy Girl. Tipsy Girl.
That's such a pretty eyeshadow palette.
It is. Oh my gosh. So Robbie got me a ton of really cool eyeshadow palettes for Christmas, and I already have like a ton. And I wanted these. They were on my list, and he got like all but one that was on my list because that one was sold out. And then I also ordered, I couldn't resist Jack and Sally palette from Revolution. I'm like, do I need these? No. Do I want them? Yes.
Well,
what character are you doing tonight? I am doing
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, yeah. And I was looking at her colors, and her pink is almost red, so I figured I would do pink and red, like in the eyelid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that spicy?
A little bit.
Okay.
You may watch me eat ranch dressing.
I eat on stream all the time too. I can't eat right now because I'm doing makeup. So the next color I think I'm going to do is this dance party one. I cannot get in the right there.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Before I go to red.
See, I'm so bad at makeup. I literally wear eyeshadow, not eyeshadow. I wear eyeliner and mascara, and that's it.
Well, so for a little background on why I do this live stream now, I don't know if you've been in my chat before on this live stream. I've only done like 4 of them. But it is every Thursday night, except for last week because it was the night before Christmas, and the week before that because it was my birthday.
I think I caught the first one that you did.
Oh, okay. So the reason I decided to do this, well, from one, I do makeup all the time.
Right. You're like the queen of it.
But I'm not a makeup. Lena can do makeup too. I know she can. She just says she doesn't. But she's not going to right now. She's eating, but she can if she wants.
I'd end up looking like the Joker at the end of it.
Well, sometimes that's okay. So I'm going to go to Living My Best, which is that red right there.
Okay.
But the reason I started doing this is because I had been wanting to do makeup ones, but like the makeup people on YouTube are just so cutthroat that I was always kind of really scared to do it. So what convinced me to do it is like I started thinking of, well, I love makeup, but I'm not like a makeup artist. I just find out what works for me and what doesn't.
Right.
So why don't I do themes? So
I love that.
My first trial run was the Grinch, even though it was on live stream. I actually did the Grinch off of stream and decided after that I was going to start pushing my boundaries and doing them on here. Sometimes I do them before to do a test run, and sometimes I don't. This one I did not. I actually decided to do Harley Quinn today. I put a poll out there a couple of weeks ago on what to do, and Harley Quinn was an option, and I think it got the most votes. And so I was just like, I'm just going to do Harley Quinn.
There you go.
Yeah. Hi, Pastor Trav. What's up, y'all? Who else has fireworks show going on in their neighborhoods right now? I don't hear anything in my.
Not us. They can't shoot them off they can only shoot them from 11 to midnight here.
Really? We're royal, so I don't know what the rules are.
They normally don't allow it for New Year's Eve, but they said we're going to bust out 2020 in any way we can.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people seem to think that things are just going to magically change.
I know.
And realistically, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. Yes, there's a vaccine out there, but can everyone get it? No. So
nope. I'm waiting to see how many we quarantine in the first week of school next week.
Well, our school, they let the kids out a couple of days early for Christmas break, and they don't even go back until I think 11th or something like that of January.
They extended Thanksgiving break by a week. We only had 2 weeks in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I'm like, how are these kids going to move up into the next grade level? Is this even possible? Because we went to school half a year last year, and they got moved up. Okay, I'm decided to go to my Nightmare Before Christmas Jack palette from Revolution, and I'm going to do Sandy Claus. That one.
Okay.
Not the blue one. Oh, God. What? I just forgot how to use the freaking camera. This red right here.
The most entertaining part of the stream was watching Christy try to figure out where the camera is.
I think it's because we've got it close up that's why. But I did it close up so that people could see what I'm doing.
Right.
Which I think I just need to move this mirror in front of me so it's easier. and not off to the side. There we go. That's better.
Well, Trav, you also have you may not know it, but I live in like really rural Kansas, like 2 minutes out, like that way, farm cows. They don't want to start a stampede.
I can imagine. Well, we have cow pasture. Well, we used to have a cow pasture across from us, but they, the people that own the horse stable down the road bought all that land, and now it's just this huge horse stable, like lots of land. It's so beautiful. The horses are so beautiful, and they have beautiful land. I wish they'd do weddings there. Not that I'm going to go get married because I'm already married, but you know.
Because we're going to the chapel and we're going and this is Christy's wedding makeup.
Well, I mean, Harley Quinn probably wore it that way.
Right.
Okay. I'm not done with this eye, obviously, because I still have more to do, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to the blue to the other side of the eye and brush this.
I am not a big comics person, and Sam will probably laugh his butt off at me, but Harley Quinn is Joker's girlfriend, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oddly enough, I'm terrified of clowns. Clowns freak me out, but I can handle Joker, and I have no idea why. Like, I can't even do mimes, but I can do Joker.
Oh, I can't do mimes. Mimes are just freaky.
Mimes are real freaky. I don't think there's blue in this one. Nope. But there's lots of purple. Look how pretty that purple is.
Hello, Adventures of Gonzo.
He's not popping up on mine yet. Oh, you've got the stream popped out, though.
I do.
Okay, yeah, I'm in StreamYard, so the comments come in slower. Hey,
I did not drip ranch on my shirt. Woohoo!
I always wear my food, so you're all right, even if you do. Okay, we're gonna start with.
And as a big girl, food falls down this way, so I can save it for later.
Well, thanks. So I'm gonna go to the Jack.
Okay.
Back to the Jack and use Behemoth blue. Behemoth blue.
That is a pretty blue.
It is, isn't it? Very pretty blue. I like that it has like Jack Skellington's face on half of them. I probably have to do heavy on this one just because I accidentally put pink over there, not thinking. Happy New Year's to you, Gonzo.
Oh. So, what have you made any resolutions for 2021?
I do not do resolutions. I don't even do goals or anything like that because I don't want to set myself up for failure. So I've never really made goals. Other than during my weight loss process, I said I wanted to be at a certain weight, but I didn't set a time period of when to get there.
Right.
So I went on maintenance in my weight loss process over a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
But I have decided that sometime this month, January, that I will go back on strict keto to lose an additional 30 pounds. But I don't have a time frame set on that. So if it takes me a year, it takes me a year. I don't care. I just don't like to give myself goals.
I don't either. Oh, that went up my... Oh.
He just did the same thing you did. Not a superhero person, but it's Harley Quinn, Joker's girlfriend. Yes. Oh, so this would go on to like costume makeup, and I'm doing glam makeup. But I did a sugar skull on my face a couple of years ago for Halloween, and I also did Robbie's face. So I thought about doing that, but I don't want to like get into Megan's territory because she does costume makeup. Maybe I'll just ask her to come on the show and we do costume makeup together or something.
That's a great idea.
That should be fun.
Oh.
Why are you torturing yourself with such spicy food?
Because it's good, but man, it's warm.
There's a place here, a pizza place called Donato's, which is probably my favorite pizza place because they have really good cauliflower crust. But they have a Nashville hot chicken and pizza, and it is amazing.
Isn't that the pizza place that you went to and got a pizza made for the pizza collab?
Yeah, it is. You're like, make your own pizza. And I was like, you're just going to go with me to go pick some up.
I remembered that. I pay attention to people's videos.
Everybody thought it was funny because I was like, yep, I'm just going to go pick it up.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever works.
The funny thing is like, I hate it when people break my rules when I do a collab, and I was breaking the rules. I was like, babe, I'm doing this.
But see, my rule is that there was a pizza involved. You're good.
Oh, that's true.
It's not like this is a pizza collab and I'm getting a burger.
Well, you could get hamburger pizza.
True. Oh.
I should have gotten some, like, I don't know why, but all my shimmer stuff is either colored or like a rose gold or gold color. I don't have any silver shimmer.
I'm going to be right back because I will be right back.
Okay. Let's see. There, I took her off the screen till it's back. You've been to Donato's before? Donato's is good. I should have done this beforehand because I would know how much pigment I need, and apparently I need quite a bit. Or maybe this palette's just not that great. I mean, it is a Disney themed palette. She's back.
You did not want to see and hear me blow my nose.
No.
So, and I had to turn down the heat in the room because, like, my lips are numb. My tongue is numb. Like, right around the corners, like, right here is numb.
That's too hot if you're numb all over. Oh, I switched colors again. I switched to Mischief. That one.
That is another really pretty blue.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit of shimmer to it, so hopefully it doesn't go too weird on me.
And like, if I looked at my phone, I'm pretty sure my heart rate has increased by eating these wings.
Probably. I think I have officially decided, because that one's called Mischief, I really want some Harry Potter makeup.
Oh, yeah. Mischief managed.
Yeah.
No, we both went to Universal this year. You were there a little bit longer than I was, but we both went to Universal this year.
I've been there. So on our first trip in October, we were there for a total of 3 days at Universal, but it wasn't 3 consecutive days. It was like in the midst. So we were staying at Disney for 10 nights, and 8 of those days were Disney, and 2 of them plus the day we left was Universal. So it was like a half day at Universal that day. And then just last week we were there for 1 day.
Okay.
So 4 days total. I have an annual pass though.
Okay. I was there a day and a half. I literally got off the plane, checked into my hotel, went to the parks, was in a mask for like 16 hours straight. Literally fell asleep eating. I literally woke up with my face in mozzarella sticks because I fell asleep in my bed because I had ordered room service. And got up the next day, checked in for my flight back, and went to the parks all day, did a progressive dinner, which was really fun. And then came back, finished packing, and was up at 3 a.m. the next morning to come home to go back to work at the school the next day.
They put you up.
I was very tired.
No, I mean, where did you stay?
Oh, it cut out for a second. I was at the Hard Rock.
Okay. And they paid for it?
Yes, it was. Yeah. This was a travel agent promo. Huh?
They paid for your food and stuff too?
They paid for my ticket and the room. I paid for airfare, food, and souvenirs.
Okay.
So I mean, great deal. I was at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, so that's a travel agent thing that they do, right?
They just started it this year to try to promote selling universal packages.
Okay. So I'm going to do this Morphe palette. I'm going to add a little blue because I feel like the Nightmare Before Christmas palette isn't pigmented as much as I want. So I'm going to do this bright blue, that one.
There's a catty corner to that is a really pretty blue.
Yeah. They're all real. This Morphe palette I've had for a long time, but
okay, is it just me or do you have band-aids on by your eyes?
Tape.
Okay, I was like, is she okay? She's got band-aids by her eyes.
I use tape. It's just regular Scotch tape to make sure my line is smooth and even. This actual process here, I will be down to, but I want my eyeliner to be straight. So eyeliner goes on over the eyeshadow. So I'm doing it with the tape anyway, but that's how I do it every day. Like when I do makeup, I put tape on my face so that see how it gets like on the tape, right? I can just pull it off and there's a straight line.
Service. There's so many people online tonight.
Yeah, live. Normally I have like, I average about 6 to 9 people in here. With so many people live, there's probably not many. Internet blows tonight. I keep losing service. Go to data.
Yeah, my heart rate is bouncing between 103 to 105 from eating hot wings. And here's the thing. They get hotter when they sit in the refrigerator.
Yeah, cold, like when they're cold. Yeah, for sure.
I might die. These might give me a heart attack.
So when I'm doing my makeup, after I get the base eyeshadow on to where I want it, I then go in with my concealer, and I have hooded eyes. Do you know what that means?
I do not.
So a hooded eye means that when you open your eyes, you have so much up here that it covers most of your lid down here. So I create a fake eyelid. Yes, you have hooded eyes.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I learned something new today.
So what I do is I create like a fake eyelid with my concealer, and this is Tarte Shape Tape. I use fair to beige. I always get lighter than my skin tone because I also use it as a highlighter. So how to create a fake crease, which I call a cut crease. And I put a little bit on my end of my brush, and I go from my inner side of my eyelid, and I go as far over as I want, sometimes halfway, sometimes a little more, occasionally all the way. And then I open my eye, look around, and it'll create a line up there.
Oh.
And then I just fill that in. And that will be where my crease, fake crease that I create will be.
Travis goes, with my concealer. Gotta love that Tennessee accent.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that's why I look better when I actually put on eyeliner.
Well, so if you don't have to use a cut crease, if you just know that you have hooded eyes, you just put your eyeshadow further up on your eye, so it doesn't.
I learned something new from you tonight.
So, well, that's a good thing. I'm not a makeup artist, but if I can help people learn things about makeup, I'm cool with it.
I can tell my middle schoolers on Monday, guess what? I learned things over Christmas break. Because they're like, you stop learning things when you're an adult. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't.
No, I feel like you learn more when you're an adult.
Because you're more receptive to it.
That and, like, I don't know. I feel like I've been in the industry I work in for really since I got out of college. Because when I got out of college, I started working on the retail side of what I do. And now I only did that for 2 years, and I've been doing what I do or something similar to what I do ever since then. I still learn crap, and I feel like I'm an expert at it, and everybody comes to me as the expert. And sometimes I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know this. I mean, oh crap. Oops, I didn't mean to drop the S word.
It happens. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay, so there's my cut crease. I then take a star brush, and this one's also a Luxie brush. I tell people what brushes I use. This is a Luxie brush. They're my favorite. They're soft, and they deposit makeup evenly most of the time. This one's not a Luxie brush. I don't know what brand it is. Crown. It's a Crown brand. It has like a little niche right here for holding, and it has one up here too. I usually hold it here because when you use makeup, you shouldn't hold it way down here because it'll deposit too much makeup on your eyelid. You should either hold it in the middle or towards the end. If you have less control over a brush by holding it at the end, then hold it in the middle. I usually hold mine in the middle because I feel like I don't have enough control when I hold it on the end.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a neutral shimmery color and just pat it in to where I put the concealer.
Okay.
Hello. Yes, I feel like I'm missing something with that. Oh, concealer. Making fun of my southern accent. So I'm going to pick, because I feel like hers is mostly just neutral. I'm going to use, I thought about using Moon, which is this lighter one, or maybe what's this? I don't know. Which one? Moon or what's this? Let me go big.
Which one is shimmerier?
They're both equally shimmery. One just has like a slight gray tint to it.
I would do the one that does not have the gray tint to it.
No. Okay. Doesn't take much to convince me. It was just like, okay. All right. I'll also always like, a good thing is if you're not using tape for sure, is when you dip your brush in the shadow, and it's called Moon, by the way, the one you picked, tap it off and it gets rid of the excess and you'll have less fallout on your face.
Okay.
And then I just kind of tap it on. Just right there in the area where I put the concealer. And that's mainly so that when I go to put darker pigment stuff on there, it doesn't get stuck in one spot.
Okay,
because
that makes sense.
Having the lighter shades stuck in one spot, it's okay. Nobody's going to notice.
Right. But they would notice a darker color.
Yeah. But this lighter shade right here, the reason I pick a lighter shade rather than just going with whatever is because the corners usually stay that lighter shade.
There you go.
I'm using palettes I hadn't used yet.
Yay.
Yay. All right. So the next thing I do is I take another one of the black brushes because I don't have enough Luxie brushes yet. They're expensive and I don't like to buy them unless they're on sale. That one. I wish I knew what the sizes were, but they're not listed. So it's almost the same size as the other one. I go back to one of the shades that I used. For this one, I think we'll just use the Mischief one. Mischief, that one. Tap it off, and then you take and you draw your line just right at where your concealer is, and that is called a cut crease. What'd she say? Quarantine stinks.
We'll be in it for another week. Boyfriend tested positive. Oh no, so sorry to hear that. So yeah, and now I can't taste or smell. So can't taste or smell. So I have to stay in for 2 weeks on safe side. What a way to end the 2020 year. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, funny story. My sister had to get tested for COVID the Friday before we left for Disney.
Uh-huh.
And we left on Wednesday, so she didn't have her test results back. But she had no symptoms, so she didn't think that she had it. we get back, the day after we get back, she got her test results back.
She had it?
Yep. She had it. But she had no symptoms, no fever whatsoever.
Yep.
And so she didn't think twice about it. She was just like, okay, yeah, let's go, you know, whatever.
Oops.
I was like, you get me sick.
Along that same line, I don't know if anybody saw my post on Instagram a couple days ago about if you're told not to drive on a muddy road, don't drive on the muddy road. There's a long story behind that. My mom calls me almost in tears.
I'm using 60. Sorry. Go ahead.
That she's not feeling good. She's running a temperature, and she needs me to call the hospital here in town because mom lives in Maine and I live in Hillsborough to see if they can do a rapid COVID test. So I'm sitting here going, oh, Mom, I just spent a week at your house for Christmas. I mean,
no.
I'm like, okay. So I make the call and gave them her contact information. And they're like, okay, we'll give her a call. So I call Mom back, and Mom is now literally crying. I'm like, Mom, it's going to be okay. You know, I may not get to start, you know, we'll figure it out. She's like, no, I've gotten the car stuck. And I'm like, what?
You got the car stuck? She drove through mud.
When I say we live in rural Kansas, we live like dirt roads. Dirt becomes mud in the rain.
Yeah.
So Mom had pulled along the side waiting for me to call, and she hit the gas, and instead of going forward, she went sideways. 12 feet.
Whoa. She ran off the road.
Oh yeah. It was on a dirt road but it literally went down the dirt road sideways. Not only that, but here's the ravine and here's Mom's car. I'm like going, but so Mom's going, you need to call your dad. I'm like, oh my God, between my mom and my dad, and someone's dying today. I was like, someone is dying today. This is just how it's going to go. So I'm on the phone with Dad. He's like, okay, I'm coming to pick you up so you can be in contact with your mom to go find her. And I'm like, fantastic. So I'm wearing my mask. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm wearing a mask. So we find her, and these wonderful young men helped pull. Dad got it backed up.
Sandy Claus. Keep going.
He got it enough where he was able to back it out off of the ledge of the ravine, and was able, as he hit the brake, turn it back to the way it should be, and backed up probably 6 to 8 feet of the 12. We're like, okay, awesome. Dad's like, if I try to go in there, I'm getting this thing stuck. And both of my parents drive 4-wheel drive vehicles, so it's not like it was 2-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. These are 4-wheel drive vehicles. And so these young men, group of 4 wonderful young men, stopped, and they're like, oh yeah, we've got tow rope because we go out mudding all the time and get stuck, and we pull each other out. So they pulled her out, and in the midst of Dad's dealing with them, he's grounded Mom to the truck. I'm in a mask, and the phone rings. I'm like, oh, please be the hospital, because I'm about to lose my ever-loving mind at this point. And so they played 20 questions, and Mom's gets off the phone. She goes, well, you know, I don't have to. They don't think I have COVID, and I'm like, well, that's a good thing, Mom.
Oh, thank goodness.
She's like, and I figured out why I might not feel well. And I went, okay, I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Why? Oh, so
I was sitting here going, oh.
After dance, I went back to Tipsy Girl in the palette, and now I'm going to one called Fillings in this palette, and it's just like a little pink shimmer.
Okay. And
so was she negative?
They said that she doesn't present the type of symptoms that would require her to come in to get tested.
That's good.
Okay. So Mom's like, the only thing I've had to eat or drink other than water is these 2 V8 energy drinks. And I'm like, So all you've input in your body is weird chemicals. Yeah, Mom, you're not gonna feel well.
No.
Because my mom is like, she bounces between a size 8 and 10 and thinks she's fat. And I'm like,
Oh,
Mom, you wonder why I have body image issues.
yeah.
But
I'm going back to my Morphe palette, back to this blue.
okay.
Okay.
So I can sympathize with you, Southern Dixie, on the fact that you are having to be quarantined, because I was really sure I was going to be starting out the school year via Zoom. I was like, I'm going to lose a ton of pay. I'm going to be in Zoom.
Well, did they drop your pay if you're in Zoom?
Well, I was given additional job hours, and I actually have to be at the bus barn to ride the bus at 6:45 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So I would lose
That pay.
Yeah, I'd lose probably 2 to 2.5 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Behemoth. Back to the lightest blue.
Behemoth. So I was like, Mom, you're grounded. No. And that's what's like, when somebody tells you not to drive down the muddy road, don't go down. Don't go down
there. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to use the Morphe palette again, and I'm going to go to this sparkly blue. Right there.
Ooh, that's pretty. That's like an ice blue.
I've used it a lot, and that's just to get in the white area. So even though it's like still colored in the lid, it's transitioned to the lighter area, and it's still darker above. Now I'm going to eyeliner. This eyeliner is it's by Too Faced. It's called Better Than Sex. So, Better Than Sex.
There we go. Sorry, guys. Some makeup is just better than sex.
I will say that liquid eyeliner sometimes does not work well with my eyes because my eyes water a lot.
Southern Dixie Life asks, y'all watching the ball drop gonna be a weird one though, with New York not having all those people? No, Southern Dixie Life. My husband and I actually paid for tickets for a live stream out of Branson, out of the Clay Cooper Theater. It's the Haygoods and the Clay Cooper Country Express doing a 4-hour show, and so we are going to watch that and ring in the new year with everyone that is there and watching that live stream. So
I'll be asleep.
The nice thing about it is that particular stream will be available to watch for 2 weeks. So if Sam and I decide that we're like, yep, we're going to go to bed now, we can pull it up anytime in the next 2 weeks and watch it.
Nice. That's kind of like Robbie's watched Wonder Woman 1984 earlier on HBO.
HBO Max, yep.
And I was like, what? I was working, so I didn't get to watch it. I'm like,
you aren't missing much.
Is it not that great? Dang.
Like, all the reviews are like, what just happened? And my husband, who is a huge DC fan, is like, you can tell that even she thought the script was stupid.
And she's contracted. So the way that works is when you contract with either Marvel or DC, you're committed to do a certain amount of movies.
Yeah.
Unless a death or something.
Right. Well, we hope. Did you know that she was actually in the Israeli Special Forces?
Yes, I did.
She's like there was an interview after the first one, like, oh yeah, we were playing pranks on anyone but her. She's liable to hurt us.
She's an amazing person.
Yes.
Okay, I think I got the eyeliner to where I want it. I may thicken it up because of it being Harley Quinn. Next thing I'm going to do is I do this to kind of even out everything.
Okay.
To differentiate between my brows and I've already done my brows. That was from earlier today, so I'm not going to redo them.
Okay.
But to kind of keep a difference between the eyeshadow and my brows, I go in with like white and usually just a little bit of shimmer. So
Okay.
tap it and then just kind of go through like right here to separate it a little bit. And then in the corner right here.
Okay.
Because I don't want the makeup actually touching the brow, and sometimes it does. It is on this side, actually. And then to even out so it's not so harsh, I just take a blending brush that has blue on it right now. Not going to use that one then.
Southern Dixie Life says, have you ever tried to do a sunflower style makeup? I bet you do a great job for someone for their wedding makeup.
So I have done like a summery look to where I had yellow out right here that bloomed out to be like an orange. So it was kind of close to sunflower. If you go on my Instagram, I have a ton of makeup. There's a link in the description down below that has a direct link to my Instagram. You can scroll through all that. It's a bunch of Disney pictures and a bunch of makeup pictures. And there are so many different styles out there. And if you see one and you're like, I really like this look, you can always ask me to tell you how to do it. So the next thing I'm going to do to give it the real, for sure, Harley Quinn look is she has like her makeup run down. So yes. We're going to make my makeup run down. So we're going back to the colors. I guess I'll just start with blue since this thing already has blue on it.
Hello, Emily Rose. Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year. And I'm just going to do the same thing I did up here and start with light, then go to dark. And because it needs to be lighter further down, I'm definitely going to be like doing the light further down my face. I think I need to, let's do.
This does mean nothing apparently.
Do what?
All of a sudden, boom, boom, and I just watched the sky light up outside my house. Oh, pretty.
I decided to go with one that would deposit more makeup on my face. Probably should have done concealer down here too. And hers looks kind of runny, so I'm literally just brushing it on. This one is definitely going to go over an hour. For some reason, I thought that it wouldn't. Probably because, like, if I do a test run ahead of time, I can usually get it done pretty quickly. But if I don't do a test run, it usually takes me longer. Because I'm picking out colors and stuff.
Right. You don't have a thought process ahead of time.
Well, I mean, I have an idea of what I'm going to do, but I don't have it like
colors.
Yeah, yeah. Ha.
Ah.
I got to go darker, though.
Well, you can always darken it, but you can't take it back, can't lighten it up.
You're right. That's one thing that, like the first thing that they tell you when you're watching YouTube videos for makeup artists, they say go light-handed, because if you go heavy-handed and you get too much, you can't take it away, but you can always add more.
And that just makes me think, and Christy, you'll remember this, the episode on Full House, the original one, where DJ and Kimmy are doing their makeup, and it's like Tammy Faye Baker. And Kimmy goes to go to school, but DJ doesn't. But Becky shows her how to apply it correctly.
Yeah.
Looks good.
We're about to go darker. Okay, that was the behemoth. Now I'm going to Mischief, which is that shimmery one. Shimmer. I think the reason this one's taking so long is because I'm using so many layers.
Probably.
I mean, I use a whole lot of layers in general when I'm doing my makeup, just daily, but this one has to be much more pigmented with specific colors. When I do my makeup in the mornings, I use like multiple colors, multiple palettes, just to get whatever shade I want. And if I see a shade, if it's looking to a shade that I don't like, I just add other colors to it. That's what you're supposed to do, I think.
Right.
Randy's still in here.
Yeah, Randy and Southern Dixie Life and Emily Rose and me. I'm in there.
Rob is usually in here.
There's so many people doing stuff tonight.
Yeah. Plus, I took the last 2 weeks off, so a lot of people probably forgot about it. All right, the next shade is that blue shade from the Morphe palette. I will say, like, I do like these Nightmare Before Christmas Revolution palettes, but their pigment is so light. You have to do a whole lot with it. I'm used to.
Trav is still here.
Well, hello. I'm used to much more pigmented shadows.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's what you get when you buy like themed makeup.
Right. It's not the professional quality.
Yeah. Yeah. I have one palette, it's not over here, that I got in my Glossybox advent calendar. And oh my gosh, it's so smooth and goes on so amazing. I'm like, yeah, I need to buy this. It's from London. The palette is. Like, of course, London has the best makeup.
Right.
All right, let's move to the pink. I feel like that's good.
I think so.
I'll probably do some eyeliner underneath. I'm cleaning off my brush so that I can use the pink without having blue on it. Okay. Don't need you. Don't need you. I need you. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, Jacqueline Hill is the one that we were using. Okay, so I'm going to go to Lolly Mama, and that's that one. I'll go from Lolly Mama to Tipsy Girl to Dance Party, and then I'll probably use this Living My Best red. Oh, yeah. Okay. Did I get it in there?
Yep, we got it.
I don't know where the dang screen is.
You've only been live streaming for a while. You don't know your cameras.
No.
No,
I don't know. Kids, you do realize I'm live streaming, yeah? Are you going to play marbles down here to where everybody in my live stream can hear you?
No. Wait, is that okay if we do that?
Well, you just said no, and now you're saying if it's okay. No, it's not okay.
It's just a makeup thing. I mean, some people want some entertainment, you know?
Hey, you can use your boys as test models for your makeup stream.
Oh, he would get made fun of so much at school. He says that my live streams are boring because nobody wants to watch makeup. So maybe I should put makeup on him on a live stream and then send it to all his friends.
No.
Send it to the school so they can send it out via email. Put it on the school's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Link it on the school's Facebook page.
Yep.
No.
I don't know that our school has a Facebook page, but they probably do.
What? I need one more. I only have 6. No.
Sorry, I had like
No, I don't.
eyeliner in the crease of my eye. Ba-da-da. No parties? What's he saying no parties for?
He asked Trav if he was sending any parties tomorrow, but he meant to say parks.
Oh, parts.
He says tag the Facebook picture and makeup would fix them.
I know. He quit harassing me, bullying me.
Yeah, bullying is not good. I will have to call your parents about bullying.
Well, we've had some. Hey, did you hear a tagged Facebook pic? And oh yeah, did you hear about the Nashville bombing?
I did.
When that happened, it took out our phone service for like 3 days.
I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah, I'm like 30 minutes south of Nashville, so I wasn't anywhere near it. But my sister lives close by there, and she was actually on her way out of town, and she normally has to drive right through Nashville. And they actually went a different way that day, so she was very lucky. I'm liking this.
Me too.
So even though it's supposed to be glam makeup, it doesn't always look that glam. It looks closer to costume. But, I mean, heck, I would wear it in public.
You should. You should go through the drive-thru at McDonald's.
I actually, when I did the Ursula look, I went on a run with it on, and I got lots of funny looks.
Well, you're prepping for a Run Disney event. I've got to make sure it doesn't like start streaming down my face and get into my eyeballs.
That was our intent. Like when we first scheduled our vacation, February, our intent was to do a Run Disney event, but we didn't. Like it was sold out by the time I tried to get it.
Well, I was supposed to do the Star Wars Rival Run last year, but we all know what happened there this year.
Yeah.
It seems like it's in some ways this year has been really, really fast, and in some ways this year has been really, really slow.
I will say by March, I will have been working at home for a year.
Yeah.
Not that I dislike it, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of miss going places.
Being around grown-ups and having grown-up conversations.
Well, there's a grown-up in the house too, but you know, sometimes you want to talk to a bunch of people, not the same people. So I'm going to take this pencil stick. The last one was liquid eyeliner, but I can't do liquid eyeliner under my eye. Like it gets all up in my eye and I go blind. So I'm doing a pencil now.
My favorite eyeliner is by Sephora. It's their brand, and it's the kind of it's not liquid, but it's not a hard pencil. It's that kind of crayon,
like the creamy one.
Yeah.
And
this is waterproof, and it's like I think it's like $8 or $12 at Sephora.
This one came in a set, a Christmas set from last year that I bought, and it's Ulta brand.
Oh, Ulta's store brand is good too.
Hair is like all up in my face. So who's the one person still in chat?
Growl guy. Oh, that could be me.
Oh, it's probably you.
It's probably me.
Yeah.
I've got about 5 more minutes before I have to head out before the show starts. So.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
All right.
Sorry.
So there's that. And then I brought a little bit of silver that I've got that I'm going. Is it this one? No. Silver is in this one.
Okay.
It's up here at the top corner, and it's called Ghost.
I have Southern Dixie. I have to be careful of what type of makeup I use because it stuff makes me break out in really weird like rashes. So I found that Sephora's store brand and Ulta store brand are ones that can actually be on my physical skin and not leave rash bumps and stuff.
I wonder if I have a corset. No, she doesn't wear a corset. She wears like a jersey tee, doesn't she? I think she wears a jersey tee. I'll have to look up her outfit and then find something similar.
Oh, I was like, what are you?
Well, for pictures, because I'll be
Gotcha.
telling you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My thought process is in my head, and sometimes I don't verbalize it very well.
I was like, I don't put corsets on my face.
Oh, yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, Sam wants you to know that he puts corsets on his face. So.
Awesome. So let's see. I need to see what she's
from Christy's corner.
She's got a heart on her face on this side. So
you want to come way by? Okay. My heart rate when I ate those bounced up to 103 to 105.
Wow.
Yeah. They're little, made my whole like face and mouth went numb. A little bit.
Okay.
Oh, looks good. You like freehanded that heart really well.
Thanks. So all I have left is mascara and lips. I'm going to go ahead and do the lips, and then I'll do the mascara last because that takes the longest.
It's
so I'm using MAC. It's called Cockney. I don't make these things up. It's straight up. It says Cockney.
Oh. Let's see. Harley Quinn wears a red lipstick.
Yeah, I got another red to go over it. And I'm going to smear it down. I don't know if I think I smear it down on the blue side.
It depends on what picture you look at. Some of them it's on the pink side. Some of it's on the blue side.
We'll do it on the blue side since we got a heart on the pink side.
That works.
All right. So MAC Cockney's gone. This one is Bare Minerals VIP Matte.
Okay. That looks really good, Christy.
Thank you. Oh,
your boys should be proud of you.
I know.
Still say you should use him as a test subject.
Yeah. He gets made fun of already because he's super skinny.
My nephew was that way too.
All right. So we're going to smear it. All right. Now I'm going to do my mascara real quick. For this, I'm going to use, I think it's MAC, but I don't know what name it is. I probably don't have to do a whole lot of mascara because I still had some on from earlier.
Honestly, I could tell you had some on.
So my eye doesn't like some of this eyeshadow. It's already watering.
That is a problem I have too. And guys, you will never understand the pain of having makeup get in your eye, like running into your eye.
Unless somebody puts it on you, because I've put makeup on Robbie before. I mean, for like Halloween costumes and stuff.
Oh, I did a couple years ago. I'll find a picture. I did Sam's makeup. He was one of the guys from Kiss. And I did his makeup.
Okay, is it just me or do guys look hot as crap when they have eyeliner on?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
You put some eyeliner on you because dang, you look good.
Right? Like, hello. Okay, that's really old.
That's why actors look so good in TV shows and movies. They have eyeliner on.
Right?
And then you see them out on the, like, you know, in just regular pictures and you're like, what happened? Where did their sadness go?
There it is. Like, I know there's one somewhere.
Oh, let me make you big. Nice.
Yeah. I free-handed that too.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with freehanding most stuff. Definitely if it's makeup related.
Hello, Kay.
Hey, Kay.
Like, I know there's a picture on this here somewhere.
All right, I'm going to move on to, I like this one. It's one of my favorites. It's by It Cosmetics, and it's Lash Blowout. I have another one that I also like a lot, but I didn't bring it out here, and it's called Damn Girl by Too Faced.
I like the sample I got in the mail from NARS, and it's Climax Extreme.
Have you used NARS foundation?
I have not.
It's really good. I love NARS foundation.
I also have Hypnos Drama by Lancome.
Yeah, I've used that before too.
Well, funny story about that. I needed a travel mascara for my trip, and I just went to the makeup and I said, "Hey, do you have any sample size of mascara that I can buy?" And the girl goes, "No, I'll just give you a couple." I'm like,
oh yeah, they'll just
even better.
They always do that. I'm not sure why. Like they know they're going to lose a sale doing that, but
well, they're probably thinking, well, if she really likes it in the sample size, she'll come back and buy it in the full size.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
But literally, I just needed it because I was going on a trip.
Oh, what did I do with that other one? There it is. So I have a sample size of crap. It's by Black Magic Mascara, Drama and Curl.
Okay.
I got this in a, I think it was the Glossybox Advent Calendar. I love the Glossybox Advent Calendar.
It sounds like it's something I need to get next year.
So they have 2020 Advent Calendar sold out, but they have their 2019 one that is normally $100 for like $40 right now. If you want to get it, because it's, you know, old. They're not old, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's not the current one.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can get it for really cheap. And they guarantee $200 worth of product in it.
Oh, wow.
And it's fun opening.
Oh, yeah.
I usually open mine on camera. I did buy some lashes when I bought this the Night Before Christmas palette from Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
I also bought some fake eyelashes. I haven't ventured to put them on yet because it freaks me out when I put stuff like that on. But they're Cinderella.
Ooh.
Cool, huh? Okay, I feel like it's done. Let's take this down.
Looks good.
Should I smear the lipstick a little more, or is it perfectly?
Well, I think you should. It's a little. It needs to be like a little bit more smeared.
Okay, let me get the red lipstick and get more because it was hard to smear and put more on there.
There you go.
Good or more?
There you go. Looks much better.
Okay. Your smeared lipstick looks perfect. So I think that's it. I think we're good. I like it. I'm gonna go take pictures.
All right.
You actually stuck around for the whole live stream.
I did. I'll catch it on a few minutes on replay.
Okay. Well, you can go ahead and go if you need to. I'll just say goodbye to everybody. So everybody, I do this every Thursday night. If you want to come in on Thursday nights, I also, after I'm done, I take pictures and I post them on my Instagram. My Instagram link is down in the description below. Please go follow me there if you want to see any pictures. And thank you so much for joining in. And you guys have a good night.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.